What up, what up, what up, my people? It is I, your guide, the filthy animal with filthy topics where we talk our trash, and one man's trash is another man's treasure. We lit, we live, we ready on the late night. I want to discuss today 40-year-old women. 40-year-old women going through midlife crisis. Or, as they want to call it, living their best life. They ain't going back to fuck with you, bitches. But, you know, the other night I spoke about 40-year-old men and going through a midlife crisis and doing things like the youngins and trying to keep up with the youngins and still going to clubs and still wearing the tight pants and letting their pants sag and all this type of weird shit. Now we're going to go to the flip side of this shit, though. We're going to talk about these women, 40 years old, posting their bodies naked on the gram, talking about sex all the time on the gram, initiating sex on the gram, acting real childish on the gram, still fucking with men on the gram, as far as like entertaining men in a way where they conquering men or they just fucking with men's head or using men's time to entertain themselves just to kill their own time and still playing these little games that children play, right? Or the younger people play. Let's just say it that way. And there is a large percentage of women, just as they are men, living like they 20 years old, not giving a fuck. But I get it. Who says there's a certain place or way to act at a certain age in life? Is there really a place in life where a stage in life where you must act a certain way? What up, Evie Thong Thong? How you doing tonight? So, is there a place in life where it's mandatory to say, all right, you're 40 years old, 39, 40, whatever, you should be acting this way. You should have your career. You should have this. You should have that. Is there a guideline to that? You know what I'm saying? Because I get it. Everybody wants to live their best life and things like that. But, like I said, the flip side, there's a lot of women around my age and older, and they still living like they're young. They still going to clubs every day. They still fucking with different men. They posting crazy shit on the gram. They're going through 20-year-old shit, and they doing 20-year-old shit, just like the men going through midlife crisis. I think a lot of women are going through the same shit. A lot of women are trying to keep up with the young girls of the time. They're in competition. There's a lot of competition between the older women and the younger women. Straight like that, I think it's just as bad for the women as it is for the men, as far as trying to be young, trying to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? The way social media is set up, it has people's priorities all fucked up. They trying to just pretty much battle with the times or keep up with just trying to keep up and stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of older women trying to keep up. And I think it's pretty, I'm not going to say sad. Because like I said, there's no guideline, right? Of at 40 years old, you shouldn't be going out. At 40 years old, you shouldn't be doing, like the times, they've changed drastically. Definitely, like it's crazy. Even like I said, the other day, someone asked me to speak about men going through midlife crisis, and I spoke about it. And tonight, I think women And then someone else asked me to speak about the women. Pardon me. And the more I look at it, I say it's a 50-50 of women trying to just be young. Just be young. And I get it. I understand. Nobody wants to get old. Nobody wants to be old. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody wants to be old. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women still playing 20-year-old games. Just like there are a lot of men playing 20-year-old games. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm almost 40. I feel it. I guess it depends in what way do you feel it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends where you at in life of how it makes you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I get it. Like, at this age, there's a lot of women still going to the clubs every weekend. Still going out, pariciando, and still having fun. And still, like I said, living their best life. And then there's women who are pretty much at home. They're not coming outside. They're in with their children. They're feeling 40. You know what I'm saying? They've grown out of that stage of going out every weekend, of going to party, of going to meet a new nigga every fucking month. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, there's a lot of women who just living their best life. And I think those women need to tighten up just as well as these men. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. See, I think it's okay to go out, party, have a good time. But if your priorities ain't right, that's where you fucking up. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a steady income and you're going out partying every weekend, then you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? If you have children and you just flipping through multiple men, you know what I'm saying? Then you slipping. Straight like that. There's just so many aspects of it. There's just so many aspects of having a young state of mind. You know what I'm saying? There's so many aspects. It's like, what makes you grow? You know what I'm saying? What makes you grow? And that's a good fucking question. What makes you grown? Having money doesn't make you grown. Having children doesn't make you grown. I think handling your responsibilities at all costs is what makes you grown. Let's say, I think that's where priorities come into play. Where you handle your responsibilities first above all bullshit. Where your goals are set and you're focused on working on them goals. I think that's what makes you grown. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of young people out here and a lot of young women who are more successful than 40-year-old women. There are a lot of women. And I think that's what makes you grown. When you have your goals on ahead of you, when you're focused, when you're pushing and taking the steps to accomplish your goals at all costs, when you have a valid perspective of what you want for your future and you push at all costs to get there, so like that when you're old, okay, you have stability and you have something to fall back on and lean on and things like that. So I think that's what makes you grown. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, where they're 40 years old and they're not grown. They're still living off the system. They've never tried to do better for themselves. They've never tried to get ahead in life. They still using men and playing with men and getting by using their looks and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I think there's a lot of women like that. And I think that's what makes you grown. I think that's deciphers the difference. You know what I'm saying? Of a 40-year-old woman and a 20-year-old woman. It's not too much the age that's making you grown these days. It's your mindset is what makes you grown. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset is what makes you an adult. Because I know a lot of 40-year-old men who still playing the block like they 19 and still hanging out in buildings and still drinking Henny every day in the building and still going to the hallway to smoke and still feeling themselves because they on a block chilling, right? The same way there's a lot of women who are still hanging out on the block, chilling downstairs, smoking, drinking, whoop, having fun, all that. Like I said, going out every weekend. We're talking women in my age bracket, women older. But then there's a lot of young women that you see, they're building their businesses on the gram. They're getting creative. They just pushing forward with their goals. Like, I know a bunch of young females that they pretty much have their shit together compared to a lot of females that are 40 years old still living off the system. What up, my brother Con Watts? Listen, I'm not talking to nobody indirectly. I'm not talking to nobody personally. I'm not throwing no subliminals to nobody. So it's not about shut the fuck up. It's just, this is real shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, somebody asked me to speak about it, so I'm speaking about it. And this is just real shit. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple young women who have their shit together as opposed to women that are 40 years old, still want to go hang out on the block, still want to chase that next blunt, still want to chase that next bottle. You know what I'm saying? You already know, my brother, love is love, my brother Con Watts. I'm talking about 40-year-old women living the midlife crisis. The same way men, right, at 40 years old are going through midlife crisis. They worrying about having the new Jordans. They still letting their pants sag. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I think what makes you grown, get out your feelings. I think what makes you grown is your mindset. It's not your age. You know what I'm saying? It's your mindset, your priorities, your drive. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's the main problem with these people feeling like they need to fit in with the young crowd. Because I think a lot of the young crowd are making a lot of these older people feel insecure. And they feel like they have to keep up with these young people, which it should be opposite. These young people should be trying to keep up with us older folk. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. But there's a lot of women, right? I'm gonna keep going back to the women. There's a lot of women still living like they're 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they're still living off the system. They chasing that next bottle. They chasing that next blunt. They chasing that next nigga. They chasing that next club. They posting all this craziness on the gram, exposing their bodies and throwing a bunch of explicit sexual things out there, degrading themselves as a grown woman, where you should be grown enough to know not to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Or have a little more morals for yourself, or a little self-dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to do shit like the young women is doing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that it has to do with having a midlife crisis. You're trying to stay relevant in an era that's not your era. And you trying to keep up with these young bitches that somehow surpassed you in life, in a career, in a husband, in having a purse, and having a house, and having a car. Like, y'all trying to keep up with these young women who's doing their thing, but y'all only creating an illusion like y'all competing with these young women doing their thing. Because when you go to the reality and you go meet these women and you break them down, you realize that a lot of these women are not what they pics and they posts show them to be. A lot of them have a fucked up mentality. A lot of them just want to use men. A lot of them want to still play games. A lot of them are not who they say they are or show themselves to be on this gram. Just like a lot of niggas are not who they say they are on this motherfucking gram. You can be who the fuck you want to be on this motherfucker right here. And I'm not gonna lie, yo, my brother Con Watts, growing is a never-ending process of living, learning, and growing, because as long as we're still breathing, we're never done growing. I agree with that 100%. 100%. But a lot of motherfuckers on this gram can be who the fuck they want to be, and when you realize who the fuck they are in real life, you be like, what the fuck? That's not how you represented yourself to be. Like, I know motherfuckers that act like they living the best life on this motherfucker. They show the backyard where they have a pool and they showing all this shit, right, Con Watts? They showing all this shit. Oh, I live in the boom boom, I'm here. But when you go around the corner to that pool, you find out it's a community pool. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a pool, it's the community pool. You know what I'm saying? They showing beautiful trees, this, that, and the third. But when you go around the corner, there's 1,000 niggas slinging and wheeling and dealing. But they showing all this best life, or they showing one little part, right? They showing one little part, but when you look to the corner of their house, there's a mattress on the floor. There's garbage on the floor. But they showing this one little clean part. You know what I'm saying? And they showing who they want you to see, but not who they be. You dig? So it's crazy. It's crazy that social media has people in a place where they don't know who the fuck they are. It has older women and men not knowing who the fuck they are, what's their place in life, where they want to be in life, because they're too busy trying to keep up and stay relevant, or trying to compete with the younger generation, instead of just doing their own damn thing. Or maybe doing their own damn thing is just what the fuck they doing. Fucking off, chasing men, chasing the bottle, chasing drinks, feeling like they superstars on the gram, entertaining men, dealing, playing with men, trying to get money from men, or using men off the gram, or even just in real life. Like, there's still women playing these little games. And I think, okay, what's my definition of a grown person? Forget a grown woman. A grown person? It's cool to have fun. It's fun to have fun. I get it. But now, what makes you grown? Having your priorities on right. Making sure stability, your bills, your business, your kids. Handling these aspects, like handling that when you're 60, 70 years old, you're not going to need nobody. You're going to be fine. Because ain't nobody going to wipe your ass for you. Ain't nobody going to take care of you. But a lot of these women still at 40 years old are living for the moment. Living for the moment. And what makes them grown or not grown is, like I said, not having their priorities on right. Not doing the things that need to be done to continue growing in life. They just at a standstill. I think what makes you young is when you're at a standstill, when you're stuck in the past. You're still trying to live like these little young girls. You're still trying to keep up with that fashion. You're still trying to stay relevant. You dig? Con Watts said, when I be recording my live videos, I'll be in the struggle because I don't have nothing to hide while striving to be a great poetry author. I feel you, man. Listen, that's why people fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? People fuck with people like me and you. Don't let these lives fool you when there's 0 people on it, 10 people. People fuck with people like us. Why? Because they can see the genuineness. They can see that what you see is what you get. Straight like that. Listen, I have no problems showing my surroundings. I always do. Why? Because we ain't got nothing to hide over here on Filthy Topics. You dig? Like, I always show my surroundings. And a lot of people just show you what they want you to see. They give you a perspective. They want you to have a certain perspective of themselves. And it's crazy because they want people to have this respect and perspective for themselves, but they don't even have that perspective or respect for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense? But look, man, I ain't got nothing to hide. It is what the fuck it is. You dig? Shit. You got the Great Wall of Jumanji on this side. Then we flip the camera. Bam. Got, you dig? Simple shit. Simple shit. What you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem being myself or hiding things or not hiding things. But a lot of these people on the gram are an illusion. Simple as that. Are an illusion. They will make you seem like they have everything going for themselves. Everything in the world. And the minute this camera's off, they boo-hooing and crying because life is nowhere where they want it to be. But a lot of people are living this life of having to be validated. And I think that's where it's keeping a lot of people, even our age, in a midlife crisis state of mind. Because they still want to be validated like if they're young. They're still looking for that pat on the back. You dig? And like I said, this main topic today was for the women. I don't know if you caught my topic the other day about men going through midlife crisis and things like that. You know, it's real, man. It's real. And like I said, it's not because you're out there partying. It's not because you took a trip. No, it's because your priorities ain't right. Your priorities ain't right is what makes you be in that midlife crisis state of mind. You don't want to grow up. But then who's to say what is the perspective of being a grown-up? We've never been grown-ups before. Till we're grown up. You dig? So then there's a contradiction too. Because I can also play devil's advocate. And I can say, but you know what? Fuck it. They living their best life. They living their life how they want to live it. Whether I may think their priorities are not in order or not. Who am I to judge these people? Men or women. Makes sense? So I can play devil's advocate and say, yeah, they living their best life. Fuck it, they doing what they want to do. But no. Because you on some midlife crisis shit if you still competing with a 26, 27-year-old and not in competition with yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these women, older women, guess what? They losing their husbands to younger 26, 27-year-old girls. And I'm talking women, men and women in my age, 39, 40, a little higher. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because these older women is trying to compete with younger women and not being the women they supposed to be. So then what happens? Now the nigga you fucking with go fuck with the bitch that you trying to be, which you should have been past trying to be that. You should have surpassed these young bitches in every way. In fitness, in health, in careers, in houses, in purses, in whatever the fuck is it you like. But y'all still trying to compete and not competing with yourselves. So it keeps y'all in a midlife crisis state of mind. You dig? Come watch. Con Watts said, my father's the same way because he's been having a midlife crisis ever since he was young, and he still haven't changed not one bit. It be like that. Like I said, man, there's a lot of older people that just don't want to admit their age, but at the same time, I got to contradict it. Who was to say acting our age is acting your age? You dig? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I'm about to be 40 next year. I just turned 39. If I'm going to the block every day, hanging out with niggas in the building, drinking and smoking weed like I'm still 17, I think that's midlife crisis mentality. What the fuck am I still going, hanging out in these buildings, hanging out on these corners, doing the same shit I did 20 years ago? That means I did not grow. In 20 years, I stood stagnant in the same place. Midlife crisis mentality. And if you're fine with that, I think is where you're fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? Where you're fine with that is where you fucked up in the game. That's where the big problem comes. You know what I'm saying? When you're fine with that. When you haven't get your house. And it's not even about owning a house. It's about having stability. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't got your bills paid. Where you're still struggling to pay them bills, but yet you want to go take a trip to Jamaica. But yet your rent is 2 months not paid. But you in Jamaica living your best life. That's midlife crisis mentality. Irresponsible 20-year-old shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who's to say how you're supposed to act at a certain age? Because I know, like I said, I'll be 40 next year. And I know 20-year-olds who are more in a better place of stability than me. Right? And they living their best life. They partying and going to islands and this, that, and the third. Now, this is what makes a difference. I'm happy that they in a place of stability at a young age. I salute my young people. I salute you. Male or female, if you're in a good place in life. And you're living your best life. Like, I salute my young people. My younger people. If you have your little job, your career, your bills is paid, and you want to go party as much as you can party, shit, life is about having fun. Enjoy this motherfucker till you 90, till you in that motherfucking casket. Go party. Go have fun. But I gotta say, I respect my younger generation who has this shit together. Now, what I don't respect is the people in my generation who don't have their shit together, but yet still want to go hang out on the block and smoke weed all day. Go out every Friday and hang out and drink. Go out every Friday and go partying. Go chase men. Go chase women. And you my age and you ain't got your shit together? Goddamn, you in a midlife crisis mentality and you need to get the fuck out that motherfucker. You need to wake up, people. Get your shit together first. And then you can party till you motherfucking 90. Make sure the kids is fed. Make sure they clean. Make sure they ready for school. Wooty wooty woo. And you go have yourself your best life. But handle your fucking responsibilities first. You think? Simple as that. Simple as that. Handle your responsibilities first. And I think that's the big issue with midlife crisis. Women living a midlife crisis state of mind. Men living a midlife crisis state of mind. Their priorities. Shush. Con Watts says, but one thing you have on them young bucks is an abundance of knowledge and wisdom that you kicking right now. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Definite, man. Definite. That's why I say the young generation should be keeping up with us. We should be schooling the younger people, whether it's only 10 years from us. We should have some experience to help these people grow. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate all the older people than me who's kicked that knowledge to me since a kid. Serious? Oh, here we go. My bad, people. But yeah, I respect, you dig, them people that kicked that knowledge to me as a kid. Or even as a man now at 39 years old, I respect somebody who's 50, 60 years old dropping them jewels on my ass. Dropping them jewels for you fools. Like, I appreciate that because they at where they at in life through experience and they kept pushing and whatever. But they not trying to keep up with me at 39 years old. I'm trying to keep up with them at 50. But we got these people going through midlife crisis trying to keep up with these younger women. These women trying to keep up with younger women. We got these men trying to keep up with younger men. Like I said, 40-year-old men still sagging their tight jeans. Bro, you should be embarrassed to walk into a bank, to walk in somewhere with your jeans all tight and your ass crack out. You should be embarrassed, I think. But that's my perspective. As a man, you should be embarrassed at 40 years old to go into a motherfucking bank or into somewhere and your pants and your ass is show. That's some midlife crisis shit. Or on the women end, you should be ashamed that you still out here trying to be the most sexiest thought you can be. At 40 years old, having no respect when you go into whether it's a store, like I said, whether it's a place of business, and you out there looking like a ghetto thought. Trying to keep up with the times. Like, let me tell you something. I fuck with a bitch who wears shoes over sneakers any motherfucking day. Give me a bitch that wears high heels and shoes over a bitch that wears Jordans and sneakers and Timbs any motherfucking day. Because to me, that's some grown woman shit. You wearing some stilettos. You wearing some whatever. But you grown. Now, we got these 40-year-old bitches still worrying about which Jordans came out. You know what I'm saying? Still worrying about, oh, I need whoop-de-whoop. Like, old youngin' over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need them new sneakers. I need that new pink outfit. Pink is for the young bitches. Bitch, go get yourself some Victoria's Secret. Stop trying to be young. 40 years old and you rocking pink. Nah. Go get yourself some goddamn Victoria's Secret, you cheap bitch. Straight like that. Fucking rocking pink like you doing something. Nah, that's for the little young girls. That's for the 17-year-old chick, little pink. And this, that, and the third. You 40 years old rocking pink. Name brand like you the shit. No, stay in your goddamn lane. Go get yourself some Victoria's Secret. Know what I'm saying? Go get yourself some red bottoms instead of them Jordans. You dig? Go get yourself a nice, pretty dress. Know what I'm saying? Go get right. Go get right. Go get classy on the nigga. Because I'm going to be honest. I love me a conservative woman. I love me a conservative woman. And don't get me wrong, at times, there's a time to get sexy and dialed up. And we going out and you, but every day you trying to be like super hot thought pocket. You know what I'm saying? Every day you trying to be super hot thought pocket. Nah, boo. Or every day you out here rocking some sneakers and shit. On some ghetto fab shit. Nah, boo, you ain't fly. You ain't fly with the motherfucking Jordans and Timbs on, boo. You ain't even fly with them Uggs on because y'all bitches done wore them bitches out. I want to see you in some knee-high leather joints. You know what I'm saying? With a nice little dress on. looking grown and sexy. I don't want to see you out here looking like a little hot dot pocket. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I want to see you looking grown and sexy. I want to see you out here like a little hot dot pocket with some Timbs on or some Jordans and a pink sweatsuit. Nah, boo. Too grown for that. Stop trying to keep up with these youngins, man. With your midlife crisis mentality. You dig? Oh, midlife crisis mentality type ish. My guy Con Watts said, even though I'm 25, people be asking me why I don't have such and such at my age right now. And I told them, never count a person's success, progress, and process. My time is coming. Listen, I agree with you, Con Watts, on that end. Fuck what the people think. Don't worry why I got it. Worry about yourself. Straight like that. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. That's why y'all fucking up now, because you're worrying about the wrong goddamn things. You worrying about what I got and don't got. Worry about what you doing. Now I'm saying, because we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We still working. Listen, man, just never stop pushing. Never stop growing. Never stay stagnant. I'm so against staying stagnant. Anyone that makes me feel like I'm stuck, or any situation that makes me feel I'm at a standstill, I'm pushing past that shit. It's like when you take a test back in the day, right? In school. This is how you got to look at life. Life is a test. Look, man, I caught chills, man, just thinking about this, man. Just came to mind. I caught chills, Con Watts. Because life is a test. You dig? Life is a test. So it's like, what do they tell you to do when you in class and you doing an exam that's very important? Because life is very important. What they tell you to do? If you don't know the answer, skip it and then come back to it. Right? That's what they tell you to do when you're doing an exam. If you're somewhere that got you stuck for too long, skip it and come back to it. Just like life. You know what I'm saying? So we can't stay still. If there's a problem that has you stuck, push forward, and if need be, come back to it later and deal with it. If not, get the wrong answer, but never stop going. You dig? Never stop pushing forward. And that goes with the mentality, and that goes for my people with their midlife crisis mentality. You women, you men. If you at a place where you're feeling stagnant, it's just like the test in school where they say, if you're stuck on a question, skip it and come back to it later. Straight like that. Never stay stuck, my people. Never stay stuck. Not in a place, not in a person, not on a thing. Not on a moment. We must keep pushing forward. So, my guy Con Watts said, I love hippie, earthy, and nerdy rural women than women who call themselves bad bros. I'm with you on that. I can agree with you 100%. Listen, I'm attracted to intelligence. I'm attracted to intelligence. I'm attracted to a woman that can make me think. I'm attracted to a woman who can come up with some shit off of left field that'll make me think, or some new knowledge like, hey, did you hear about this today? I'm like, what? Nah, I ain't hear about that. Tell me about it, boo. You know what I'm saying? I love me a woman like that. I love me a woman who's insightful. You know what I'm saying? I love me a woman who has goals, priorities. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with a little older woman, especially trying to be young. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, man. I tell you, man, I was dealing with a young chick and I just couldn't do it because the mentality is just not there. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't do it because the mentality just wasn't there. So me personally, I couldn't picture me messing with a woman that's my age, still stuck in the midlife crisis mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a place of growth and continuous growth. And I would need a woman who's in that same space. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you. I agree with you, Con Watts. I'm the same way. I love me a nerdy chick. I think it's great. I love me a woman who's smart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the same way. I'm with you. I love me a little hippie chick. You know what I'm saying? That has some knowledge and some good energy. Fuck a bad bitch. Bad bitch ain't shit but bills. A bad bitch ain't shit but bills, toxic shit, and headaches, man. I don't want no bad bitch. Y'all can keep them bad bitches. I need me a grown, sexy woman. I need me a grown little thing. You dig? Straight like that. Straight like that. So y'all women with y'all motherfucking midlife crisis mindset, still trying to rock the Jordans with the pink jumpsuit, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Straight like that. Grow the fuck up. Still trying to use men or play with men or play them little games that you were playing at 20 years old and conquer men and all that little weird shit that y'all still trying to do at 40 years old. That's why a lot of you 40-year-old women are motherfucking single, because y'all living in a midlife crisis motherfucking mentality. That's why a lot of you women at 40 years old is motherfucking single, or y'all dealing with a pepper steak motherfucking young in the mind mentality, or y'all dealing with a nigga that's just no bueno. Why? Because your mentality is no motherfucking bueno. Straight like that. Straight like that. Now I'm saying that's why a lot of these women are single at 40 years old. Can't get a husband at 40 years old because they have that midlife crisis mentality. They still want to be young. Oh, I'm not going to suck his dick whenever he want. Oh, I'm not going to cook that nigga no dinner. Fuck that nigga. Let him make his own dinner. Oh, I'm not going to rub that nigga's back. He don't rub my back. Bitch, grow up. Grow up, woman. You know what I'm saying? Like grow the fuck up. Get out that midlife crisis mentality. Be a woman. Go cook for that man. Go wash his laundry. The family's laundry. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit together. Yeah, 50-50. He cook, you cook. Wooty-woo. Take that little young prideful shit out the motherfucking way and grow the fuck up. You dig? That's where I'm at with it. But we gonna keep it there, people. We gonna keep it there. For you women with this midlife crisis mentality. Let's change the mindset. Let's change the mindset. Get out them fucking Jordans and go get you some nice fucking high heels. Straight like that. So till next time, we lit, we live, we ready. It is I, your guy, the filthy animal with filthy topics, where we talk our trash, and one man's trash is another man's treasure. Peace. Boom.